Whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is a join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So the PF saga still continues. So Laura Miti put up views with regard to the same so far. So she says, Sampa doing UPND's dirty job, Laura Miti. Sampa is doing the UPND's dirty job of politically annihilating former President Lungu, who is finding deep satisfaction in his vengeful bending principles of democracy, Laura Miti. So, and then someone in Henry Mlenga in the comment section says the whole world knows the executive is involved in this scandal of the PF. Then Shilfia Tayari also weighs in. He brings up a video of Hakainde in opposition. This is at the time when he had that vice president who's now a PF individual, and then you can see his bodyguard, the gentleman next to him right there, the one that commonly referred to as the bodyguard from Beijing. So Chief Etali says, look at the courage of Double H. Can Lungu come any close? So where he talks about think twice. So pretty much he illustrates to say Hakainde was in the trenches with his people. This is in the visual that Shifetari posts here. One of the UPND MPs was beaten by the police, even insulted. So there was some that confrontation between Hakainde and the police, and it was very strong and firm during that interaction. And people respond to Chief Atayari's post, say, I assume that the police officers are still serving anyway. Lulu, meaning Edgar Chagwa, made officers do things that even themselves knew were not normal to policing. That is the only way that we could survive in Lulu's jungle. That's Edgar Lungu's tenure of office. Otherwise, we are out. And then another person responds, but we cannot subject ourselves to in the name of what we pass through in the PF. Two wrongs can never make a right. Another person responds, and then Messi Tembo says, which courage in him way? He's just provoking. We know his his political system. He's invested while he's in he invented in while he's in opposition. So different views to that particular video. Posted by that. And then GBM continues with his trial. That's Geoffrey Mwamba, former, so here is the headline that Kalemba posts. There are no proceeds of crime in my business transaction, GBM. So former minister, let me read it in full. Let me expand this so that you see what, this was during the trial. So former Minister of Defense, Geoffrey Mwamba says, he legally earned his obscene amounts of money deposited in his different bank accounts. In his continued defense, Mr. Mwamba told the Economic and Financial Crimes Court that the transactions were mere internal transactions between his company, GBM Milling, and himself as the Chief Executive Officer. Mwamba, popularly known as GBM, is facing 24 criminal charges, among them 8 counts of conflict of interest, 1 count of money laundering, and 15 counts of possessing property suspected to be proceeds of crime. The former defense minister is who explained the source of his income before senior resident magistrate Stanford Ngobola said his company would transfer money from his personal account, would transfer money to his personal account so that he would get better exchange rates from other countries. Proceeds of crime do not take place. Do not take place where legitimately earned money. There is mere business transaction, moving funds from one account to another. He explained. He further explained, the 100,000 US dollars was meant for me to go and exchange with the kwacha. It was not the only transaction that the sequence of withdrawals from the time I paid 100,000 kwacha was for us to go and seek for better rates outside the country. This is a mere business transaction. I see no process of proceeds of crime should come in the funds where exchange of funds between 60 companies. Trial continues on the 10th of December 2023. So that's in the case. This is GBM and his wife earlier on at court. So the case still continues. He will be in court again before the year ends. What is this news is also making rounds. 2 weeks after Malawi exported 221 young people to work in Israel farms, Kenya has announced that it will be sending 1,500 of its citizens to a country battling Palestine. So it seems like more Africans are going to work for Israel in the farms. People are saying that's the new slavery that is happening. What is Laura Miti continues giving her views and her opinions. So she says she gives her opinion on what just transpired. So I saw a video in which Edgar Lungu goes, Viva democracy, abash dictatorship. And Rafael Nakachinda and Given Luwinda on his side nod vigorously and respond, Viva and abash. Yo, I laughed. Okay, citizens do not say the former caretaker needs substantive speak to us, but some topics. So pretty much insinuating to say for Edgar Lungu to be issuing double standards at this stage where he's shouting bash dictatorship when in his regime cadres took reign of the country. That's what she insinuates there. And then someone responds, say chief reporter, former caretaker, in this case, are referring to Edgar Lungu as the former head of state. That's what that caretaker means. So former caretaker is heading this way. Is heading this way. It may seem far, but it's being done methodically. He should be grateful that the incumbent who is shielding him, but sooner or later, by-elections will be called and the new Don will win outright majority in parliament, and he will regret Sata's Memorial Day. So this person simply just to say, because Sata's Memorial Day, that's where Edgar Lungu announced his comeback into active politics. And then he's saying, new by-elections about to take place. If you are aware, Sampa expelled 9 or 10 members of parliament, in as much as they are fighting it back and forth whether that expulsion is legitimate or not. Once that goes through, that means there are likely to be by-elections in those PF camps, those 9 by-elections. And then what this person insinuates to say, if the UPND gets the outright majority in parliament to pass the immunity, the removal of Edgar Lungu's immunity, they're definitely going to move it. And once that is moved, then Edgar Lungu is heading in the direction of this Azizi president of Mauritius, Mauritania, who's been jailed in that country. So this is where, for corruption, this is where Edgar Lungu is going. This person insinuates. She goes further to give her views. So PF2 press Sampa cannot convincingly claim to expect PF to come out of what he is doing and going to, is a growing concern. Me thinks that the man has never forgiven Edgar Chagwa for stealing his presidency in 2015. If you remember, what Sampa is doing right now is just a replica of what was done to him in 2015 by Edgar Lungu, the Edgar Lungu camp. So he therefore is vengefully killing the party, meaning the PF, and it seems he does not care because the support he does not have on the ground. But it seems like he's got powers that be supporting his back. So question, how deeply is the UPND in this murder plot? She asked to say, how far does the UPND go in the involvement of killing out the Patriotic Front? She asked a question, and then someone responds to a question to say, Edgar Lungu was caught flat-footed and caused this conundrum by his shadow clinging to the PF presidency while deceitfully remotely controlling it. If soon after the resignation he allowed PF to hold the convention and come back to support with, the winning candidate, PF would have been strong by now. So pretty much saying this is on Edgar Lungu. It falls on Edgar Lungu. If he had allowed the normal convention to take place in time, PF would not be in this situation. And then Laura responds to say, I agree. He's doing to PF what RB did to KK. What RB and KK did to the MMD and the UNIP respectively. So pretty much like this is the deja vu of a situation where the MMD was killed by RB, and like every party that leaves politics, the seat of power can never come back to power, and this is how it's playing out. They insinuate there. And then another person responds to the same thing, say, I think the UPND found the animal dying and just put the plug. The animal has been in self-destruction mode before. The UPND got interested in putting the final touches. So pretty much saying this was already happening. The UPND are just putting the final touches and killing the PF. And then she just laughs it off. There's the harsh reality. But that seems to be happening. And then in other news, Zambia going back to standard 6 and Form 1. Zambia adjusts the education system. Early childhood and education reduced from 4 years to 3 years. School grading system to run from grade 1 to 6, which is primary education, from 1 to Form 3, which is secondary education, and from 4 to Form 6, which is A levels. So Zambia has changed the grading, education system. So instead of the way we have grade 1, grade 7, and grade 12, or going back to Form 1, Form 5, and stuff like that. So that's the news so far, ladies and gentlemen. More dynamics playing out with this PF fight. It continues, and we'll stay tuned and see how it plays out. But so far, it seems like Sampa is winning. We wait and see how it plays out eventually in the courts of law. This is my YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.